All right. One of the things we're going to look at today is losses, and specifically, how do you evaluate your team after a loss and decide what the cause of the loss was, what you could do to change it, or if there's nothing you could do to change it. So I pre-recorded about 5 or 6 different losses I had over a 15-game stretch, so I was still positive and it was fine, but I want to see what I did wrong or what could be changed. So you can see where I'm at right here, ranked 2,900, 1694. So pretty close to that 1,700 mark, and about 56% win rate, which is kind of been my win rate the last couple seasons. So we're just going to take a look at some of these, and we'll fast forward through them if we need to. But I want to see specifically where I messed up. Did I mess up at the pick ban? Did I mess up in gameplay? Or did RNG just get me? Which happens. I mean, those are, to me, the 3 main areas. So let's take a look after the pick ban. All right, so here's what I was thinking. I was looking at him and I'm like, okay, he has double speed lead, double strip, and then 2 big DPSs. So I took my double speed lead, double boost to try to get out in front. But with his Triton, I know that's going to go first with the speed lead, and a Chiwu's a toss-up. I think I can win that match. He bans Covenant, I ban Triton, because I got to go first. He takes the big old HP lead, which, here's my problem right here. So to me, that says that this match was lost at the pick ban because I thought he was trying to take first turn, and you can look at those bars, and he was not. He was totally fine going second. This is a turn 2 cleave, shield will. And so basically all he did is he removed the only unit that could get a kill turn 1 from me, and he's more than happy to let me take my full round of turns. So we'll go ahead and let it play out. So the Sierra's nullified by the will, and the Garrow's nullified just because Garrow really can't kill anything turn 1. He can get close, but against a slow turn 2 cleave like this with shield runes, like, you have no chance. And now he gets to go and do whatever he wants. So that, to me, was lost at the pick ban. I don't think that was an RNG problem for me at all. It was just I failed to recognize what I was going up against, and he was threatening to me what looked like a turn 1 cleave, but it wasn't. It was a turn 2 cleave. What could I have done differently there? Had I assessed the turn 2 cleave correctly, which, I don't know, the Belinus and the Beth kind of say turn 2 cleave, but I didn't pick up on it. But had I assessed it correctly, I could have picked something with a little bit of a buff remover, even like a Megan would give me a fighting chance, a Shimate might let me bomb something. But yeah, that was one that I just lost. That was a pick issue. I tried to go too fast, I didn't have to. I didn't have to bring any speed leads. All right, let's look at this one here. So this is Love, starts off with Fran, which is perfect. That's a normal kind of meta pick. I'm totally fine with this. I'm still fine with how this is going. Okay, so where am I at after the pick ban? I'm like, okay, I'm going first. I've got a couple of problems. His 3 DPS, I think, are better than my DPS, just in a vacuum. I think most people would take the Beast Rider, Daphnis, Heartite over Sierra, Odin, Kali, probably. So that's a bit of an issue. And then he's got the Triana to keep things alive. So I got to figure out what I want to do. My choice was to ban the Daphnis. I needed one of his 3 DPS out of the way, and I felt pretty good that I could kill that Triana and then kill one of the other units after that. So if I can kill the Triana and, say, the Heartite, I'm in pretty good shape. So that was my plan. Let's see how it worked. I think we know it does not work. So that's where I lost, right there. I need my Kali to get a kill, and I need my Sierra to get a kill. And this full will team, which would be similar to the shield will team from before, I need the Megan to get the strip. That's the whole point Megan's in there as the second booster, if I'm worried about needing a strip for Sierra. If Megan doesn't get it, Sierra can't bomb, and I fall too far behind. Kali does her job, gets the kill, but then Sierra can't do anything. Whereas, had Megan gotten the strip, we would have killed that Heartite, and it would have been 2-on-4. And that's that. So, what can I improve upon there? From the first one, I could pick better, which you can always pick better. From the second one, I can make Megan with more accuracy. So, Megan with more accuracy is my first takeaway from these matches. All right, let's get into the next one. So I did not lead with Sierra this time. He's picking stuff that I'm totally fine with. All his picks I'm really okay with. So let's see his last pick. So he picks the Amelia. So I'm thinking I want to go first, and I'm going to get to go first. I banned the Leo, but I have to get a couple kills here, right? I need, same thing as last time, I need the Megan to strip, or there to be a target without Will. And I need the Covenant to get a kill, and the Sierra didn't get a kill. And one of those pretty much has to be Verd. So I'm hoping to get Verd, Leona, or Verd, Bulver, something like that. But we'll see. This draft I feel pretty good about. For my team, this is a pretty ideal draft. So I can see the Verd with no Will. So I've already got my target for my Sierra. So now I can just pick and choose who I want to nuke with the Covenant here. So I decided to nuke out the Bulwark. I'm not sure if that was the correct target selection. I think it's a better target than Amelia. Amelia opens up the Sierra to longer longevity in the match. Sierra will get more bombs off. I could have also killed the Leona there, no problem. I don't know. That might have been an issue, the target selection. That's where I lost the match. Sierra missing the bomb. As soon as Verd gets to live, I've done my entire turn. Now it's 3-on-4. He's got Leona Verd. That's not great for me. So that's an accuracy issue with my Sierra, right? So far what I've seen in 3 losses is 1 pick issue, 1 Megan accuracy issue, and 1 Sierra accuracy issue. Yeah, because we could have... And Verds aren't built with resist. That was probably just bad luck. I don't know if more accuracy in my Sierra would have been helpful, or if it was just one of those 15% always going to resist type things. The Leona's hitting really hard, which makes me wonder if maybe I should have gone for the Leona kill to start. I don't know. The Bulwark would be doing really awful things to me, but the Bulwark might be a little less... little slower about it. The Leona's just nuking me down pretty quick. Also, the Amelia wouldn't have been a terrible target, but I feel like I need to get rid of one of their 2 DPS. Alright, so that is done. We can see kind of what direction this is going in. You never know, though. Like, if I had gotten... There's a... Not anymore, but there was a tiny little path to victory there for a split second. But a lot of things would have to go my way and nothing go his way, which was not in the cards. So we'll go ahead and move on. We missed the bomb with Sierra. Gotta find the matches. Alright, so let's take a look at the pick ban. See our first pick, which is kind of what I do. I get the Collie in there because the Collie's strong against both of those. I'm like, okay, he's going double speed lead, double buff remover. And then I ban the Pisama just because it's really strong against my whole team, and that extra bit of speed I don't really like. The other option would have been to ban the Fire Druid Belinus, which is also very strong against my team. I don't know. I'm not sure it mattered a ton, but let's see how it plays out. Speed it up just a little bit here. So we get our first kill on the Fire Druid, which feels pretty good. Missed the bomb there. That's kind of a theme. Had we made the bomb, we would have won, right? Now, it feels like my Sierra's missing the bomb all the time because in the last 2 matches, her missing the bomb cost me the match. But I think I went like 9-6 over this set. So pretty good, right? I'm hitting the bomb more than I'm not, which makes sense. You should. If you're building a Sierra the right way, she's doing her job most of the time. But her missing the bomb makes everything way tougher. Like, I'm going to fight it out because I can still win this. There's still a decent way to win this. It's not as likely getting nothing out of my Sierra, but it's possible. We'll go a little quicker here so we can see the end. So we're real close on that Wusa, or not Wusa, Fire Wusa. Chiwu. And see, I think another little play issue here is I was splitting my DPS a little bit. I should have committed to the Gemini, I think, because the Gemini has the defense break, which is bad. And this one actually comes right down to the wire, which I remember being pretty cool. Me getting that shield lets me play a little bit longer, but I'm playing against element advantage here. And then there's the kill right there. Yep. So what went wrong there? Sierra missing the bomb cost me the win straight up. But I came down to a one-on-one at the end. I could have picked a better target towards the end. And then it just came down to 1 or 2 moves. I was maybe a turn and a half behind in terms of damage. So that's what ended up happening. Cost me the win. and earned him the win. All right, let's take a look at this one here. So I can tell you my problem right here. Let's get to the end of the picks. Okay, so this is the first one I think that I've probably lost at the picks. Anybody that starts picking with a Molong, you know it's going to be a super slow, tanky, bruisery team, and those can be really, really good. The fact that I saw that and I still went into my normal one-shot team is a problem/mistake. The only issue I have currently is I don't have any other team ruined at all, so I don't really have a choice. I could ruin another team, and I probably should, but I don't have something ruined. That sort of a thing, having a whole nother team ready to go or a different way to go about things, is what makes the difference between like C3 and G2. Like if you have multiple directions you can go in, if you can see a bruiser team coming and counter it, you're in really good shape. And my team has no way to win. It might be able to win, but it's very, very difficult against the team that has all this going on. So let's watch a little bit of the gameplay. Him getting in these are all really hard to kill tanky units, and I really don't want to let him have the HP lead, but I don't think I can let him have the Diana. That may be incorrect, but I don't think I can let him have the Diana. So that's what I did. So another issue, along with the pick issue, is I missed the Megan again. So out of, I think, the 4 we've looked at, we've missed 2 Megan strips and 2 Sierra bombs. So of course we don't get a kill there. If we had... So we were relying on a bunch of different things going right, one in a row, and it all started with the Megan. Had the Megan strip worked, then the Sierra bomb could have gotten a kill, which would have put the Odin at 5, which might have gotten me a kill on the Molong, not 100%, but maybe, which would be a very different opener than me being down 3-4. I'd be up 4-2. There might be a slight play issue there where instead of Megan stripping into the Sierra, which is the little bit greedier play, I could have boosted with the Megan to ensure the Odin kill, because Odin would have got 5 stacks off the Megan. That would have let me kill the Ragdoll and then go... I'd be 4v3 against those other 3, not Ragdoll. I felt like... I remember having to make that exact move, and I was like, I need to be the greedier player here, and I need to make sure I get the double kill if I can. It just didn't work out. It didn't work out right at the Megan part of the move. So, I mean, that kind of cut it off from the beginning. So that's how this one went. A lot of problems on my part. Picking wrong, playing a little bit greedy, and then bad RNG. So it's really everything went wrong in this one. And that happens sometimes. There's nothing you can do. Like, if you pick wrong and then you add on to it with bad RNG and bad play, you should lose. Like, the other person should definitely win. So he won that one easily, fair and square. All right, let's take a look at this one here. Okay, I think this has a couple of issues. I didn't quite pick normal into that Tiana. So to me, a Tiana means a slow turn 2 cleave, because Tiana's not that fast anymore compared to a lot of other things. And so I immediately went into my fire units, which I think may have been the wrong call. And I picked horribly too. This one is really, really bad because I got not confused. I just wasn't paying attention or picking lazy. I picked 3 boosters and 2 DPS. All he had to do is ban the Garo or ban the Shimate, and I would sit there with a Garo and 3 boosters. Like, what does that matter? That's terrible. But he kind of bails me out by banning one of my boosters. I mean, this is not a great team, Shimate, Garo, double booster. But had he left me with triple booster, I'd be up a creek. We'll just let this one kind of fly by here. So the Shimate almost gets the kill. The Garo finishes it off. And then here, he's just going to go nuts with his turn 2 kind of stuff. Yep, Pony just getting it done. And with the Garo, I feel like you got to kind of stick with it. You never know. But as soon as the Garo's gone, we're done. That was just bad picking by me. It's kind of lucky that I picked so bad because I think I would have lost anyway had I picked correctly. But Shimate is not my favorite speed lead. Okay, so I showed that real quick. I'd rather have the Sierra by a lot. And I've built a Vanessa, but I haven't quite got brave enough to put the Vanessa back in, but I think it would make some sense. So I wanted to look at You saw the Megan there. The accuracy is at 48%. That was the wrong one. Okay, so this is the Megan on my RTA runes, and the accuracy is at 32%. So I lost at least 2 due to Megan's accuracy. So 32%, I need to jack that up. I mean, if I'm going to deal with like a 41% resist lead, it should be at least 41% to give me a fighting chance. So I'm going to boost that up. I'm going to take down the speed a little bit. I mean, she's 297, which is really fast for a Megan. But I feel like I can take her speed down a little bit, boost her accuracy up, and maybe increase my ability to win. And then here's the Sierra, same thing. I remember thinking, okay, this is my problem. So the Sierra's accuracy is 64%. I need to get that over 70. I intentionally put Sierra on Will, which I don't think played into any game ever. I'm not going second at all. Like, I've solved the problem of going second. I think I go second maybe, I don't know, a couple times, maybe out of about 5% of the time, 5 out of every 100 wings, maybe 10 at the most. It's very, very rare, and it's not really an issue. I've solved the problem of going second. So Will is not really a set that matters. So I can take her off Will, give her the accuracy she needs. I like her really high damage, but I'm tempted to bring her damage down a little bit so that I could first pick Sierra, and if I see bruisers, I could split into like a Bulwark Diana. Oh yeah, I have Diana now. Something like that. So that's something I'm going to play around with. The fact that there's no cost to RTA runes anymore, removing them, is crazy. And so I can play with all the different things, everything I want to do. So I'm kind of excited about that. But anyway, I thought this video would be helpful because if you have a team, which I think the main way to win an RTA is have a team. Win with your team, lose with your team, play your team. Don't go back and forth trying to counter your opponent all the time and let them play their team. You play your team and stick with it, right? So have a team, and then you know how your team wins. That shouldn't be a problem. I know how my team wins. You guys know how my team wins. It wins the same way every time. It's go first, everybody dies. But getting a better idea of how your team loses and trying to fix any of those little areas that you can is going to make your team stronger, is going to increase your win rate, and you're going to increase your overall level. So that's what I wanted to do. I want to look at specifically losses and break down what the problems were. And now I know what my solutions are going to be. It's a slight re-rune, but it's not a team revamp. I'm not saying, oh, well, I got to go pull, Ragdoll and then I'll win. Like, no, like realistic things that you can do to help your team. Like pulling an LD Nat 5 is not realistic. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to up the accuracy on a couple of my units. I'm going to cost them some of the things that I like, but hopefully it'll balance out in a way that will work better for me. So that's all I want to talk to you guys about today. Hope it was useful. And I'll do some more of these in the future because I find them interesting. I hope you guys do too. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, everybody.